It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. To Oladipo. Screen coming. Oh, he had him there for a second. Won't go. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Bucks at the controls. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Into the front court comes Collison. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Collison. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Collison into the front court. Down 2. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Pacers control. Collison to Oladipo. Probing the defense. Oladipo to Collison. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Collison's shot won't fall.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
No good. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Mismatch. Mismatch.
Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. Oladipo to Collison. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Gets a look, can't hit.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
To Adetokunbo.
In the first quarter.
Not that time. Joseph with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Off the mark. To DiVincenzo.
To number 9.
It's Indiana basketball. Flushes it home.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
The assist from number 4, Victor Oladipo.
Deep three at the buzzer. We are through one quarter on Christmas night. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo. Probing the defense. To Evans. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Pacers secure the rebound. Joseph with it. 12-6 our score. To Evans. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
And for all the people out there that thought Tyreke Evans' career was on the decline, he proved you wrong. He only went out there and averaged better than 19 points per game, the most since his rookie season.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Another follow. Stays out.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Evans to Oladipo. 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the screen. To DiVincenzo. Gets it in the left corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Milwaukee with the basketball. DiVincenzo. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Middleton. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions. Indiana.
Collison to Young. From the outside, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Oladipo into the front court. Up 6 to Evans. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now 4 for 6.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better, was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Collison's shot won't fall. Bledsoe with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Can't miss those. Pacers with the possession. Baseline drive. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's good.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Collison into the front court. Up by 6. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. Time expires to end the first half. The Pacers have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pacers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets. for the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
The Milwaukee Bucks just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first two quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half. Most of their bricks were laid in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Oladipo was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down by 9. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Oh, it's...
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Young. Oladipo to Young. Missed a wide open look. Oh, they call him for the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Victor Oladipo. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Into the front court comes Collison. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Bledsoe slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. The shot almost. Collison into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Short jumper off the mark.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
To Oladipo. Cleans it up. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Oladipo to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Brogdon goes to the left side. Middleton. No good to Bledsoe. The follow won't go either. Oladipo to Young. To to Collison. It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 3 for 6 now.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Nice finish at the rim.
Giannis reminds me of Kevin Durant, and obviously their relationship has evolved even to the point where publicly KD gave him advice, and that was to play for himself. You think about the similarities, KD playing at OKC before he left for a bigger market in Golden State could be similar to the fate that of Giannis. But Giannis is a guy born of Nigerian parents, from Greece, loves small market towns, has a crack in his cell phone, likes to push a shopping cart down the aisle like anybody else. But it doesn't matter because the lights can shine bright for wherever Giannis decides to play.
Into the front court comes Collison. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. From the painted area, won't go down. Pacers control. To Oladipo. Oh, John Henson up to block the shot.
Defense. Defense. Let's go.
Greek Freak for 2. Shot won't go. Oh, and a putback.
Way to hit.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter with the Pacers in the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Not that time. Knocked loose. Pacers have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And Ed, these are the kind of games that haunt you when you're on your team bus and you're scrolling through social media and you see all the memes being made about you, all the clips being done about all your missed shots. That can only get you motivated to get back in the gym and get ready for the next one.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Missed it. How'd that not go down? The follow won't go either. Bledsoe at the basketball. He'll run the offense. A lot of contact. No whistle.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Evans. 4-3. Tyreek Evans, when he gets going, hard to stop.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Brogdon to Adetokunbo. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 22, Chris Middleton.
From the outside, no good. To Adetokunbo. Henson's shot misses. Joseph with it. His team leads it by 10. To Evans. Screen coming. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Oladipo has a look. And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Brogdon.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Take stock of the floor. It was right there. To Young. To Oladipo. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 6, Eric Bledsoe. Number 2.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Young. Bucks basketball. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Collison into the front court. The lead is 11. This one to the Pacers as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Bench points.
The Indiana Pacers can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
Oladipo could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2.
Hey Devin, I have a Xbox now.
Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.